What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Colonia del Rey RV in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this Forest River Sandpiper. This is a really cool fifth wheel. It's the C series, and there's some really interesting things about it. So hang tight, I'll be right back. So first off, right off the bat, you can probably tell it has a front window, which is really nice, and it's always cool to see. Now, I know some people are concerned about rocks hitting it and possibly breaking it and what it would take to replace. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest with you, but I definitely know from an interior perspective, having windows like that always look really nice. This has that same rhino box that you're starting to see on a lot of fifth wheels. The purpose of this is that it's a smaller setup, it weighs less, but it's still just as rugged. I mean, it's all quarter-inch thick steel all the way around. It definitely feels just as rugged. They've just been able to make it a little bit more compact than most fifth wheel pin boxes. This uses the ground control leveling system, so this is the electronic version, whereas the level up is the hydraulic version. This does not ride on a drop frame, so that is interesting because some Sandpipers have the drop frame, but the C-Class does not have the drop frame. If you look in the storage compartment here, you'll see how the frame kind of takes this space up. There's still about 2 feet of space in here, about 3 feet wide in this section. Closes off a bit back there, and then there's more storage on the other side. Still pass-through storage. This has the much thicker baggage doors on it as well. You have dual propane cans, one on each side. Outside speakers, power connection, and your cable, plus a spray port, which is interesting. Again, this does have auto leveling. This uses the same underbelly armor as you see on the Cardinal series, which is the higher series. Does not have an upgraded suspension equalizer, which is interesting to me. Now, in some cases, that's okay because it gives you the option of using your own without having to pay for it on the specific coach. But I usually like to see when they come with a nice suspension equalizer. Regardless of which system, they're all pretty effective. Now you have a kitchen or a little refrigerator back here, which is also interesting because you can see the backs of all your drawers here. Would have been nice to finish this little section off. That way you're not seeing it. Not a bad space though. You can see the, looks to be about a 18 foot awning up top here. This is going to be the bedroom slide because that is going to be your storage underneath the bed. Your access to it from the outside. Looking under here, this rides on a 10-inch I-beam frame, rack and pinion slide on this side. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick while we're on this side. This has a 13,684 pound gross vehicle weight rating and a cargo capacity of 2,768 pounds. Rides on 16-inch wheels and tires that are E-rated. This is your other propane can. This is going to be your connections as well as the other side of your pass-through storage, which is currently locked. Power connection here, back of your furnace. Rack and pinion slides on this side as well. Again, it is a continuous 10-inch I-beam frame. Coming back here, there are your tire setup. Again, these are E-rated tires. Your other leveling system. And your hot water heater is way at the back. So that's different. It's going to be interesting to see the inside to see why they placed it back here. All LED lighting back here, plus wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. Spare tires mounted to the bumper, and you have access to the roof with the ladder. Coming up the Moride step above steps into this 3550 FL. Stepping inside, the price is usually really close to the entrance. So this has a $61,869 MSRP, but a $44,000 or $44,826 sales price. That's a good price. Taking a look around here, let's do a quick pan so you can kind of see what's going on. Has a good sized kitchen, lots of countertop space, lots of drawers, lots of cabinets. Full-size residential microwave. Check that out. Talk about storage. You have all these cabinets here, more storage up there. You have a little kind of a bar area here. You have your dinette here. 2 of the chairs are in the master bedroom. You can simply fold them out here when you need to use them. Plus your refrigerator freezer. And that is a good size gas electric refrigerator freezer. Coming up, very little carpet throughout this as well. This is a front living room setup. Now this is an interesting front living room. So traditionally the front living rooms that I've seen have opposing slides, and they put two love seats, one on that side and one on this side. Instead, this one has this huge window, and this window is huge. 3 feet tall, looks like it's about 5 feet long, just a huge piece of glass here. And they put kind of a bench in front of it. So that is really interesting. I've never seen that done before, and I imagine there's probably storage underneath it, which there is. So you got a lot of interior storage in this unit. So what you don't have access to outside, you can probably put inside, as long as it's not dirty or wet. But check this out. So you have a televator, so the TV raises and lowers. You have this huge window up front. It's also interesting because you have this big ledge here. It's probably 2 feet deep, and you can put plants, whatever you want to put there. Plus, fireplace, cabinets on each side, more cabinets that surround the TV. You have a love seat here that folds out into a bed. It actually looks more like a full-size sofa. I know it doesn't maybe appear that way on camera, but this is the size of a love seat. That looks like you could see more. It just has kind of the two cushions here that give it the appearance of a love seat. So that's going to fold out into a bed. You have your theater seating here. Nice little end table there. Definitely have a good vantage of your entire kitchen area. Working our way back. Let's take a look at the bathroom before we go into the bedroom. So it is a relatively common fifth wheel bathroom. That it's pretty nice, and you definitely have some ceiling height in here. Looks like you have all of 9 feet in here, so you don't have to worry about hitting your head. A lot of room in front of the toilet. This is what I'm talking about. You probably have 3.5 feet of space here total before your legs would hit the actual countertop here. So this is really nice. 2-piece shower assembly, which is very common with Sandpiper, but it is a big shower stall. Plus you have cabinets here for toiletries and other essentials, as well as a lot of space around the sink basin. And that's a nice looking sink basin. It does appear to be a plastic material, which is also relatively common on fifth wheels. Nice mirror. Doesn't look like there's a medicine cabinet here though, so your medicine cabinet would have to be one of these. Let's take a look in the bedroom area. No carpet, queen size bed, nice slide heights as well. So you probably have easily 3.5 feet between the bottom here and the top of the mattress. Nice little storage nooks here, nice padded headboard. You have your second air conditioning system over here, plus a really nice countertop here with space underneath, power outlets. You have more storage over here. What I don't see, unless I'm just missing it, you definitely couldn't fit a washer and dryer back here. This isn't deep enough for a washer and dryer, so that's interesting. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty value-oriented fifth wheel, especially with all the amenities you get, the size, all the countertop space, the cabinets. I mean, this has a lot of room in it. It's definitely not 37 feet long. It's probably more like 41 feet long, but it is a very well-equipped fifth wheel with a lot of nice features, especially for being only $45,000. That's the key behind this one. You don't see the suspension equalizer. It doesn't have frameless windows. You know, there are some things that this unit doesn't have, but you're not paying $60,000 for it. You're paying $45,000 for a unit. So this, to me, is a really good value. And it still has the day-night roller shades. It still has a lot of slides, has a lot of room up front in the living room space, the 2 air conditioning systems on it. There are some things that you might want to do if you got this unit, like maybe put a higher load rated tire on it after a couple thousand miles. You might want to perhaps add a suspension equalizer to it. But for the most part, I think this is a tremendous value for that price. It's a lot of fifth wheel for the price, and you can entertain a lot of folks in here. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.